folks, HarleyDayRider back at you once again. Your girlfriend HDR out here on the Roll Glide Ultra. And you probably can't tell this, but got the new bars installed today. Chad and his lovely wife Debbie came over to give me a hand on putting the bars on, and just out for a test ride here. Once we got done, it started storming really bad. I mean, really, really bad. And it's a little crazy there, but with the storm going on, that we couldn't get the bike out of the garage. So it's helping Chad with some audio. And yeah, helping me with some audio issues. And all of a sudden the rain quit. He's like, well, it looks like a good time to take a test ride on the bike. So these are 12-inch bars we put on here, if you can see these. And we started at 9:30. We finished up at, like, now, say 1 o'clock. And it does make a huge difference in the handling of the bike. It just feels like you're more in control of your motorcycle with higher bars on here. These are only 12-inch, so when we first got them out of the package, they didn't even really look like they were any bigger than what we had on here. But when you put them on, the way they're bent is what gives it the height. And sure enough, I mean, it gives it the height, and your arms are more level. So, you know, I got new grips on here. Look at those sexy grips, huh? How about those? So, it's a win-win here. Chad is a excellent handlebar mechanic. He you know, pulled it all apart. I got all these pictures I'll be showing you here, and we didn't shoot any video of doing the bars. There's a lot of videos out there, people doing handlebars, and we just wanted to spend the day chatting together and talking about things, and being able to work on the handlebars here. So that's exactly what we did. But yeah, I mean, you know, once you get that comfortable feel, and but yeah, even the mirrors, he said, your mirrors, you'll notice that you can see better because the mirrors are more now up over my shoulder, up over this shoulder here. So that's a plus too. But it's a whole new ride. It's like riding a brand new motorcycle. It's just so much different with new bars on. He did warn me when I left the house. He said, look, he said, be very careful, because people with new bars tend to want to oversteer. And what I mean by that is simply it doesn't take as much leverage to turn your wheels down because the bars are higher up, and it kind of makes sense. But so it's a major change on the motorcycle here for sure. And it definitely is a huge comfort change on the bike. So I mean, I would recommend new bars to anybody out there. We didn't have to, the only thing we had to do, people have to say about, you know, adding cable length or stuff, and we had to cut a couple cable ties, but we didn't have to add any extenders or anything for 12-inch bars. Looking at the cables, once we got through with everything and putting the bars back on, we noticed that you probably could go with 14-inch bars. Now this is a 2018 Road Glide Ultra, but yeah, we said we could probably go with you know, even a little bit higher bars. So, but 12-inch feels absolutely phenomenal. It's definitely, like I said, a whole different ride for sure. And I'm just so appreciative to Chad and his wife Debbie for coming up today and spending a good chunk of their day with me on his Ultra Limited. So on the Batwing fairing, and I'm going to get the bike really dirty right here. That's all right. Must be having a baby shower. On the Batwing fairing, he did his own bars on the Batwing fairing. He's never done bars on a Road Glide, but now he just bought a brand new Road Glide Limited, and now he's ready to change his own bars on there. But I'd highly recommend this guy. If you're looking, if you live in anywhere around where we live in the Pittsburgh area or Wheeling or Ohio, yeah, definitely contact him and say, hey, you know, he'll do it. you know. And no, you're gonna have to pay the guy. I mean, you gotta pay him, you know. I don't know what he charges, $50, 75, maybe $100 an hour, but whoa, I didn't realize this turn was this big. Yeah, I turned it. Here comes the cops in here to check me out. They're not really checking anything out. I should get around the side here anyway. We'll go around the back side. It's probably gonna chase me down and be like, boy, what are you doing on that motorcycle in the church parking lot? I don't know. Or he'll give me a ticket for running a stop sign. Mr. HR calls that a gliding stop. So yeah, that was the only modifications we had to do for 12-inch bars. We didn't have to release the little clip in the cluster, in the gauge cluster. We didn't do any of that because the cables, like I said, we had plenty of length. The only places we were coming up short was the clutch lever cable and the front brake cable. So we had to cut the little wire ties. That was no big deal at all. So. So it definitely gave my arms some more height. That's what I wanted. We figured the stock bars are, I don't know, maybe 9. We figure 8 to 9 inch basically is your stock handlebars on a Road Glide Ultra or a Road Glide Limited. The Limited seems like the new Limited seems like the bars are a little higher. I don't know really what they measure, but I would highly recommend changing out the bars. And they say, like I said, they say you can go to 14s, but you have to release the little, you'll see it inside the cluster. There's a little wire harness that's kind of mounted. You can cut the clips on that and give yourself a little bit more slack. But other than that, yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, yeah, your hands are a little bit more in the breeze, but that's perfectly fine too. I mean, it's not a big deal at all. But yeah, everything seems to be feeling pretty good at this point. It's like anything new, you got to get used to it, right? You got to get some miles under your butt with the handlebars and get used to the way they feel, but they so far so good. It feels pretty comfortable. Last thing I tell you, when you change your bars, once you change them out, you know, he went through and we tested everything, test every switch, every knob, all your meters, all your clusters, your brakes, because there's a brake light switch in the front brake lever. There's a switch in there that operates your brake lights. So test everything, make sure it works. And other than that, that's about it. So, all right, well, let me roll these pictures here real quick, and we'll go ahead with that. Alright, so hopefully you like that little slideshow that I presented you there. And you think that was pretty cool anyway. Like I said, I didn't shoot any video. Sorry about that. Just kind of did pictures throughout the day as we were working on it. One trick is to get your cables to slide through the handlebars. We tried to slide them through dry, but he did, a pretty smart guy, Chad is. And he brought silicone spray. So you spray a little bit of that on the cable. Man, they slid right through like butter. I mean, we had no trouble at all getting the cables back through, getting the throttle by wire hooked up. So it's nice when you work with somebody that's smart, that knows, you know, knows their way around the motorcycle. He rebuilt his last bike. He put cams in it and everything himself, and put his own lifters in, and that's pretty awesome, you know, to be able to do that stuff. So All right, well, that's all I got for you today. So hopefully you get out there and get your bars changed or change them yourself. I mean, give yourself a day. Take your time. Take a lot of pictures. We took a lot of pictures of the connectors and stuff just to be sure. But remember, like I always tell you, ride your own ride. Be safe out there, huh? HarleyDayRider be down and out in the beautiful southwestern, well, overcast southwestern Pennsylvania today. All right, I'll talk to you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.